Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel and welcome if you're new here. My name is Shan from HomeWithShan over on Instagram, and I do loads of motherhood content here on YouTube and on Instagram, mainly like relatable reels and things that I'm going through with George at the moment, my son who is 11 months old. So if that kind of thing interests you, then definitely go over and check me out over there. I'd love to connect with you and I'd love for you to subscribe and join the family over here. I absolutely love our community and it would be amazing to have you. My son George is 11 months old now, and I've been doing sort of these baby routine videos for every sort of stage. So this baby routine will be for 9 to 12 months. So like I said, I have done previous videos for 3 to 6 month olds and then 6 to 9 month olds, and then now this is 9 to 12 months old. Obviously every baby is different and every baby's routine is different, but I love watching these videos just to see what others are doing and just to sort of understand whether I'm along the right lines. Obviously, like I said, every baby is so different, so just take this as what George does. I know that I'm really lucky because George does sleep through the night most of the time, unless he's sick or teething. He's pretty good at sleeping through the night. So with that being said, he usually gets up about 7 o'clock. Sometimes it's earlier, sometimes it's later, but if we start off by saying he gets up at 7 o'clock, which is like the usual, as soon as he gets up I will give him a bottle. I'll either give him a bottle of formula or a bottle of cow's milk. I've just started offering him cow's milk for one of his bottles a day. I tend to do it in the morning if I'm honest, so I give him 7 or 8 ounces of whole cow's milk, just warmed up either in the microwave or in a bain-marie, so some hot water, and then pop the bottle with the milk in that, and then that will warm that up over a few minutes. But if I'm in a real rush, then I will use the microwave sometimes. Obviously I test the temperature and everything. It's not technically the recommended way of doing it, so just take that as a pinch of salt. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to, obviously. Then my son goes to childcare, so if it's a weekday, I'll give him his breakfast straight away because we just don't have time in the mornings to be like a long break. But if your baby's not in childcare and you don't have to rush off, then I would probably wait like an hour or half an hour at least before giving him breakfast. I would prefer to give him breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning. Obviously, again, if he's in childcare, I can't really do that, I have to do it sooner. But say I give him breakfast at 8 o'clock, I tend to give him things like toast, things like crumpets. Sometimes I make pancakes, like blueberry pancakes with oats and stuff. I've done loads of baby weaning recipes and stuff like that, so definitely check those out if you're interested. But banana, blueberry and oat pancakes are his absolute favourite thing to eat. He'll always have water with his breakfast as well, and then we'll play for a little bit, and then he's due a nap at about 9 o'clock. He will always go down for his first nap 2 hours after he wakes up. So if he gets up at 7, he'll be going for a nap at 9 and no later. So that is like his awake window in the morning. His naps recently have actually been like an hour and a half in the morning, which is a godsend. It really is. So an hour and a half nap and then he's up. Gets to 10:30 and I sometimes offer him a snack. So that's only going to be like a really light snack, whether that's fruit, probably a banana or strawberries or maybe some orange. He really likes all of those kind of fruits, something really light. And then he's awake for at least 3 hours. Within those 3 hours, we'll tend to do lunchtime, and again for lunch he loves finger foods and anything that he can feed himself with. So baby-led weaning is definitely the way for George. He loves sandwiches, pasta. He also really likes sweet potatoes, so anything like that I will give him for lunchtime. And then he'll probably go down for a nap around about 1:30, sometimes maybe 2. So he's been up for 3 to 3.5 hours since his first nap, so he's like got a larger awake window in the afternoon, and then he will go to sleep again in the afternoon. That afternoon nap is generally again about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then he is up again for playtime. This is the period of time that I struggle with the most with George, in that it gets to about 3 o'clock and George will be awake then. So then he's awake from 3 o'clock until 7, so we've got 4 hours to spare. We have a snack time at 4 o'clock, so I tend to give him a fairly substantial snack. I mean, something like a bit more carby, not just fruit, whether that's like breadsticks or hummus and pita bread or something along those lines. He really loves that kind of stuff, so I'll give him that at 4 o'clock for his snack. Then we'll tend to go out for a walk or just try and get out of the house, because it seems like the rest of the day we don't really get out of the house. I mean, sometimes we do, but it's just a lot easier to do it at that time because there's a big gap between then and dinner time for us. For George's dinner time, we always do it at 6 o'clock, and I know that's quite late for babies, but I think maybe where I'm giving him the substantial snack at 4, he can last until 6 o'clock for dinner. Dinner time, similar to lunch times, he'll always have something like pasta, risotto, anything like that. But to be honest, with those kind of things, it's just easier to give him things that he can pick up and eat for himself because he doesn't really like being fed anymore, like with a spoon. So I've been making these fish goujon things. They're kind of like fish fingers, but for babies, and I make them myself. So it's literally so easy. Just cut up a fish fillet, bread them with maybe some flour, then some egg, and then breadcrumbs, and then pop them in the oven for like 20 minutes, and then they're cooked. He absolutely loves them. He loves peas as well. Anything like that he really likes. Anything he can pick up, like, that's George's favourite. Then we will give him his evening bottle. So we have cut out his afternoon bottle, like his middle bottle. He used to have 3 bottles a day, now he's only having 2. Like I said, in the morning he'll have cow's milk, and then in the evening he'll have formula still. So we are starting that weaning journey off of formula onto cow's milk, but it is a very slow transition for us because I don't really know like what the right thing to do is, and I'm just doing it slowly and he's sort of leading the way. But yeah, he's really enjoying the cow's milk, and eventually when he hits 1, he will solely be on cow's milk. For that evening bottle of formula, I will give him 7 to 8 ounces. I probably give him 8 ounces and he probably drinks about 7, so I always want to give him more than he wants because I'm just scared that he's not getting all the nutrients and stuff that he needs. But I'll give him that at about 6:30, quarter to 7, and then once he's finished that, it only takes like 15 minutes. But whilst he's watching that, he'll sit in front of the telly just for literally those 15 minutes watching In the Night Garden. He's obsessed with it. It really calms him down throughout the day because he's such an active boy, always crawling around, always climbing on things, and I think like that wind down before bath time and bedtime is really helpful for George. So In the Night Garden goes on for 15 minutes. We watch an episode of that or something, and then we will go up to bath time just before bed, so about 10 to 7. It'll be a very quick turnover, so I'll literally just wash him, make sure that he's not got any food or anything stuck in any crevices, brush his teeth, and then it is a bedtime. And normally it gets to about 7:15 and he's in bed and he's asleep. When it comes to nap times and going to sleep, George is very, very consistent in that he's in a blacked out room, as in blackout blind. There's either a lullaby playing or some white noise if he's struggling, but only if he's struggling. If he goes down without crying or anything, I won't put the white noise on. He generally just sucks his thumb and then he ends up going to sleep. He usually sleeps on his front and he self-soothes pretty much. I'll like sort of rock him a little bit so that he's really tired just after the bath, and then I'll pop him down. Like I said, sometimes he cries for like 2 minutes. Not even that, it feels like 2 minutes, it's probably 30 seconds to be honest, and then he will be asleep. He's so ready for bedtime by the time he gets to sleep because he's had such a long afternoon. But yeah, that is George's routine. Very short and sweet, very not detailed, but if you want me to go into any more detail about any of the aspects, let me know in the comments down below and I'll answer any of them. I would also love to know what your routines are because I love hearing what other mums are doing. I don't know all the answers at all. I'm a first time mum, as I'm sure many of you are if you're watching this video. So let me know what you guys do with your babies between the age of 9 to 12 months. And yeah, I just love talking about these things. It's very, very sad, but I feel like you're probably the same if you're watching this video. Anyway, I will catch up with you very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.
'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.